I'm glad you're good, man. Six and a half years. That's 18, 6.5 years almost, right? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, 6.5 years, August, So far, here's what I've learned.
Yeah.
24 billion, of which 16 billion went to 6, of which...
No, 5.
5, of which 2 did good. The other 3 wasted the money.
Yeah.
Rob, I want to know who those 3 are, because right now, so far, we've pulled, these are not a part of them, right, Rob? The ones that we have, a Project Homekey, or No Place Like Home program. Have you heard of No Place Like Home?
I've heard of both of those.
Have you heard good things about them, or?
If I've heard about them, it's probably that they're bad.
Okay.
Probably heard bad things.
Okay, and then there's another one, Project Roomkey.
I've heard of that.
What do you know about that one?
I've heard bad things about
Project
that one.
Roomkey.
Yeah.
So Project Roomkey says, launched in April 2020, this program was federally funded by FEMA to provide temporary shelter for homeless individuals during COVID-19 pandemic. As of March 4th of 2021, approximately $59 million had been spent on the project. That's 4 years ago. Project Homekey, Rob, if you can pull up Roomkey a little bit more, I want to know what's going on with Roomkey.
I can tell you what happened.
Go for it.
So when COVID hit, they had shelter in place.
Okay.
So they had this project where they would overtake hotels. The state forced hotels to rent their room, or not rent their rooms, but give their rooms to homeless people. So for one example, there was Hotel Whitcomb.
Whitcomb?
Whitcomb.
How do you spell it?
WHITCOMB. They let 400 homeless people live at Hotel Whitcomb, and they just sued the city because they reported $25 million in damage done to their building during that period by 400 homeless people, 18 of which died within Hotel Whitcomb. So in a short period of time, they housed 400 people, and they settled for $19.5 million in damages. But, you know, these people... So
that was a failed idea. It
was a really bad idea. And that is housing first in a nutshell, like right there. Like, we had all these homeless people, COVID hits, we gave them housing, we gave them studio apartments in hotels, and they destroyed the hotel, and 18 of them died.
Okay, so what do you know about Project Homekey?
I believe that's linked to the SIP Shelter-in-Place program.
Here's Homekey, an extension of Project Roomkey. Oh, good call. You're right. An extension of Project Roomkey, Project Homekey focused on converting hotels,
I'm glad I got
motels,
that right.
and other buildings into permanent housing for homeless individuals. By early 2024, the program had created 15,000 housing units, utilizing a total allocation of $3.5 billion.
Yeah.
And you've also not heard good things about them.
No. The city's lost a lot of money by losing lawsuits to these hotels that they took over. Every hotel got damaged. Hotel Whitcomb got the most damage, but every hotel got damage.
What makes them think this is a good idea?
Well, I'll tell you something, and it might take me like a minute to explain this, but I told you about Occupy Wall Street. So Occupy Wall Street hits in 2008, and you have, 2000, later than that, 2010. I was the biggest graduating college class in history up until that point, 2011. You have all these kids coming out with liberal arts degrees with no jobs. There's no job market. The job market's terrible. During the 2010s, a lot of these people that think they deserve like some kind of managerial position because they got a liberal arts degree, they shift into the nonprofit sphere. So the harm reduction stuff, like, you know, the needle exchanges, those used to be run by ex-junkies, and they would help you get clean. You know, they would say, here's some needles. We don't want you to spread HIV, but if you need a detox, we can help you get into detox. Over the 2010s, this gets replaced by disgruntled people with liberal arts degrees that have no job path, you know, because they got a degree in English or something. I got a degree in history. I'm the same. And so slowly the nonprofit sphere gets filled with all these college grads that are leaning towards socialists. They're very liberal. They're very progressive. And at the same time, California passes some of the most progressive criminal justice reform things like Prop 47 and some of the most liberal homeless reform in the form of SB 1380. And they start spending a lot more money. Now, for example, from 2016 to 2021, San Francisco, the homeless budget rose 500%. And that's 5 years. At the same time, homelessness rate rose 64%. So the state just starts throwing billions at this nonprofit, because it's like a jobs program for disgruntled liberal arts majors at that point. So I do think that ties into everything. And they have a certain ideology. It's ideological. And I've talked to these people, and they believe that capitalism is the source of addiction and homelessness.
They believe capitalism is a source of addiction?
Because they believe capitalism is the source of homelessness, and addiction is a result of homelessness, not the other way around. So when you see those people flopped over on fentanyl, they think that these people became homeless because of economic situations due to unfettered capitalism. And once they were on the street, then they got addicted to fentanyl. And these people are in control of billions of dollars.
Yeah.
And they think that.
Well, I mean, that's super problematic. And let me go to the last one here to get your thoughts on this last one, which is No Place Like Home. Rob, can you pull up these three charities and Humberto in the back and just see if there's any kind of lawsuits or investigation stuff that's going on with these guys? No Place Like Home program dedicates up to $2 billion in bond proceeds to develop permanent supportive housing for individuals in need of mental health services who are experiencing or at risk of homelessness. And these were the top three funded programs. I could not find it, but it doesn't add up to $16 billion. So I'd be curious to know what those three organizations are. Nowadays, more than ever, the brand you wear reflects and represents who you are. So for us, if you wear a Future Looks Bright hat or a Valuetainment gear, you're telling the world, I'm optimistic. I'm excited about what's going to be happening, but you're a free thinker. You question things. You like debate. And by the way, last year, 120,000 people got a piece of Future Looks Bright gear with Valuetainment. We have so many new things. The cufflinks are here. New Future Looks Bright. This is my favorite, the green one. Just yesterday, somebody placed an order for 100 of these. If you watch the PBD podcast, you got a bunch to choose from. White ones, black ones. If you smoke cigars and you come to our cigar lounge, we have this high quality lighter cutter and a holder for the cigars. We got sweaters with the Valuetainment logo on it. We got mugs. We got a bunch of different things. But if you believe the future looks bright, if you follow our content and what we represent with Valuetainment, with PBD Podcast, go to vtmerch.com. And by the way, if you order right now, there's going to be a special VT gift inside just for you. So again, go to vtmerch.com, place your order, tell the world that you believe the future looks bright. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.